Yeah, how you going again? Yeah, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault this time. It was a Skype from my son who's in Dublin, who's going on a plane to London. And it's the 21st, because originally when I started this was the 20th. So now it's the 21st of April 2013. It's 12:02, and it's still 12:02 even Navy time. Now, this is my makeup show. Now, I did this before, I know. See, this is my makeup show from Tuesday. And we know what Tuesday means. There you go. There we go. Alright, done it. That's my Titty Tuesday. Now, it's okay for me to do it because people can see me as is. Because I'm a man. That's what men do. They can go around in bikini, swimwear, and show all that's on top. It's like The Biggest Loser. If you watch The Biggest Loser, now when they go to do the weigh-ins on a Sunday, what do the guys do? They take off their t-shirts to go up and get weighed. Just to show everything that there's nothing hidden underneath the shirts. Do they really think that the weight of that t-shirt will actually get them above the yellow line? Do you not think, maybe because the bigger the guy, the more of the shirt there is? But why do they take into consideration that maybe they don't need to wear the shirt? Maybe they should wear the shirt up there? Because sometimes the boobs on the guy are just because the boobs on the girl's going up for the weigh-in. And half the time, the boobs on the guys are bigger than boobs on the girls going up for the weigh-in. Anyway, this is my makeup show. Unlike businesses, like my daughter's childcare centre, if they have a public holiday on a Monday or a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, and my daughter still has to pay for that day that my son, and my grandson and my granddaughter can't attend. But there's no makeup day. They don't have makeup days. Yet when you go to a lot of businesses and you go and do something and you're required to work on that day, so it's public holiday, anywhere else, you get a makeup day. Or you get paid extra for that day you worked. So why is it that in the preschools, when it's school holidays, not school holidays, when it's a public holiday, oh, yeah, because swimming lessons. They go swimming lessons by the school terms. And outside those school terms, there's no swimming lessons. And I just want to know, why can't they have makeup days for those days that you paid for that you're not actually going to be there for? These are the days when you should be able to have makeup days. School holidays, yes, all right. School holidays, the childcare centres are open. But public holidays, when it's a public holiday, like Anzac Day, for some places it's only a half day holiday. A lot of places have it in Australia as an all-day holiday. Now there's a lot of companies who are making businesses out of the fact that Anzac Day is more profitable for them to open, because they could sell things that they wouldn't normally sell. Beer, and pubs, and the clubs. So the pubs and clubs that used to not open now open half day, open after after 10 o'clock, I think it is. But getting back to my kids, my grandchildren, my daughter, who's working all her hours to get the money and funding available so her children can live the life that she's lived, has to still fork out that money for that public holiday for that girl or boy to have that day off. So all those kids on that day that would have been on that day for preschool still got to pay for that day that they're not there. So, the days that some kids are sick, when they're sick and they can't be there, why can't those kids that can be there have a make-up day? Fill those positions that someone who's rang up and said, oh, my kid's sick today, he can't come in, so there'll be one less for the day. They still get, that person still got to pay for that child being there. Even though he was sick, he still got to pay for that day. They pay each time they pay on a quarterly basis or something like that, or school term basis, but they still get paid for it, because you get paid for your holidays. You get paid holidays. So somehow or other, you're still got to get paid. So this is my makeup day, and my group I got today is a makeup group. It's called the Bootleg family, and they're singing the Shoop song. Now I've got to start that again, put that back there. We'll go play. Here we go. Isn't this nice? Isn't this nice? There this is nice. Well, that was the Bootleg family band that made up of Jeff Cox on drums. I'm not sure if he actually went to Coburg Tech or lived down in Pascoe South. Maybe that's where they were from. Tony Naylor, guitar. Gus Fenwick was the bass. Brian Fitzgerald was keyboard. Russell Smith was trumpet. Penny Dyer was vocals. Angela Jones, vocals. Louise Lincoln, vocals. Clive Harrison, bass. And Ian Mason, keyboard. Singer, songwriter, producer, Brian Cadd, originally put together the Bootleg family as the house band for the independent rock label Bootleg, which Fable Records boss Ron Tudor had established with Brian in the late 1972. Ron Tudor. I don't know if the Tudors in our strip. His name was Ron Tudor. He might have had inklings to it. I'm not sure. The idea was that the Bootleg House band would provide core musical backing from records and tours for himself and other artists signed to the label. The concept was inspired by American musician Leon Russell, who had put together all-star ensembles to back tours and albums like Joe Cocker, legendary Mad Dogs, an Englishman, and for Russell's own Leon Russell and the Shelter people in his Shelter label. That idea was in turn grew out of Russell's own experience as a longtime member of the Wrecking Crew. The crack team of First Call LA session musos who played the backing tracks on countless famous recordings by the Beach Boys, the Phil Spector stable, Sonny and Cher, the Monkees, and many others during the 60s and 70s. The Bootleg members were all seasoned veterans of Melbourne scene, equally at home on stage or in the studio. Drummer Jeff Cox was one of Melbourne's most in-demand studio players, with a huge string of sessions. With his credit, he had come from the recent defunct Cycle, 1969 to 73. Members of Cycle, including Cox, was part of the all-star session groups that performed on Russell Morris' acclaimed solo LP Bloodstone, which Cad helped put together, and circled back to Morris on the first major solo tour in early 1972, which included a well-received performance at the otherwise ill-fated Moala Festival in April. Moala! Now, we have a Moala project in the defence. They make things down there that go bang. Anyway, Cycle guitarist David Briggs later replaced Rick Formosa in the Little River Band in the late 70s. Gus Fenwick was a former member of the highly rated but short-lived Healing Force. Trumpeter Russell Smith joined the band in April 1973, making it an eight-piece. He was a long-serving member of the Ram Jam Big Band, Levi Smith's Clefs, and Luke's Warnut. Something about Luke's Nuts, maybe. The group that replaced Tully as the Hair House Band in 1970. Hair. I went and saw that. That was one of the coolest live shows I've ever seen. Hair. Besides backing Cad and other Bootleg artists, the Bootleg family band recorded 4 singles and scored 2 major hits under its own name, adding the considerable solo success of Cad and other fabled Bootleg artists like Mississippi and Stephen Foster. Now, I'm pretty sure Mississippi then became the Little River Band, because Mississippi had already been taken up as a group name in the US. So they couldn't tour the US having the same name as another group. Their debut, a top 5 hit, was cover of Logan Messina's Your Mama Don't Dance, and featured Cad prominently. The second single, Wake Up Australia, failed to chart, but the third single, a cover of Betty Everett's Shoop song, delivered another top 10 hit. The band toured the USA and Cad in May 1974, performing in Expo 74 in Spokane, Washington, and at the famous Roxy Club in Los Angeles. While in the USA, they became the first Australians to perform on the American rock show's Midnight Special and Don Kirshner's rock concert. So, that's the Bootleg family. They've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles that have been prominent. One went to number 5, one went number 10. One was 98, one was 60. And that's the Bootleg family. So they're a makeup group. They're the makeup backing group to famous stars. There was also, who did I have earlier on? Who did I have earlier on? Oh, Hush, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, Renee Geyer. Renee Geyer was in there. And I think for a little while, Johnny Farnham had a play in it. Yeah. 5 minutes of makeup madness. Makeup madness means that I can do anything because it's all made up. I can be the person that I don't need to be. I can be the porn star. I can be an actor. Hey, maybe I should be doing that. Saying, hey, I can act. I can do this. I can do that. I can be fat. I can be skinny. I can be whatever you want me to be. Are you going to employ me? Hey, the X Factor. Hey, the X Factor from UK, follow me. Maybe the X Factor needs a comedian on the show. An Aussie comedian coming on to the show of the X Factor in the UK. A Beavis. I'm a Beavis, not a butthead. So Beavis are pretty good in the UK and South Africa. And now they're just as good in America too. There's a lot of Beavises around that I didn't even know about. But there's not many buttheads around. So maybe if you want some popularity on your show, maybe you should put Paul Beavis on one of your shows. Me. Because this is my makeup day. Because I can make up to be anything I want. On makeup day. Maybe this should be the makeup day for America. When they make up for all the things that they've lost. Or seen in the past and never learnt from the past to know what to do in the future. I mean, when you consider 9/11 and those aeroplanes going into those buildings, if that's what did happen, and all that explosions and bombs, you would think the FBI and all those people over in America who get paid lots of money to look after the country would have a foreknowledge of something going on in Boston before the bombs go off. Surely there's people. They said pressure cookers. All of a sudden, Boston has this great big sale of pressure cookers. It all goes to one place. Do they think maybe someone's going to use them for more than being cooking utensils? Surely the FBI and all those places over there or organisations over there would have a pretense to know that this is what's going to happen. Although, in essence, does this mean they get paid more because they've got more to look for? Does it mean that now there's a reason why we have the FBI? This is why we have law enforcement? This is what? Yes, now you know. At least you're seeing where your tax dollar goes. And apparently in America, there's only certain people who pay the taxes, not the high earners paying the tax. Just think if you got Bill Gates and any of those other hierarchy people over in the States paying the taxes they need to pay, or paying what needs to be paid to facilitate the costs of the country, but they're actually doing donations of millions of dollars to other countries and other places around the world because of their desperate needs of assistance. Maybe they should start earmarking their own paddocks or their own plates and start assisting the country in getting out of debt. Maybe that's where they should be starting, instead of starting from the people on the streets and telling them you need to be paying more tax. So if you're getting paid $100, you only get paid $50 now, because $50 is going towards the taxes. Now, that's how it is. My makeup day. The day I can be anyone. It may be President of the United States. I'm sure someone out there should have more knowledge of what to do with the country than someone from the country itself. Look from the outside in. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger was a mayor. Was he a mayor? Mayor of a. He was a voted mayor of one of those states over there. Well, if he can do it as a foreigner, I'll come over to the country and help your country out as best as I can. Well, that's my saying. That's my day. The Paul Beavis Show, 21st of April, 2013. And it's 12:23. That's my 20 minutes worth. And I love you all. I should tell you what you got coming tomorrow. Monday. And that is tomorrow. And it is Sugar Baby Love. And it's by Robotics, I think. I think that's what it is. Ribbits. Sugar Baby Love. That's what we got tomorrow. Alright, love is all. Bye.